what's the song and why it's on my membrane, but ever since I told myself yesterday after I finished uploading my Cancun video that I was going to do this book review, that song has just been, playing on my head. And I feel like I'm singing it to myself, telling me to come on, let's go. Let's get it. So with that being said, let's get into this book review. No. But let's get into this book. PT. Oh my gosh, the book Balance by Touré Roberts. If you don't know who he is the husband of Sarah Jakes Roberts. If you don't know who she is the daughter of T.D. Jakes Water. And if you don't know who he is, child, get from under that rock. Get from under that rock. I was hesitant to not only get this book, but to read it. Your girl's been struggling with her religion a lot. And I feel like I still am. I feel like the struggle of religion itself is a lifelong journey. And I'm finally okay with that. I'm finally okay with not being okay when it comes to knowing and understanding parts of myself and parts of other people that I thought or think I should know. And honestly, just wiping all those expectations away and just letting things be as they are. I would say it's not a religious book. He does drop 1 or 2 verses, but in all fairness, he is a pastor. He is a pastor, But he's really talking about real life things and how to bring your whole self to situations. I want to read a couple of I'm not gonna read the whole book to you, but there's some things that's mind triggering in this book that I would love to share with you. Even though I feel like I should just sit right here and read you all this whole book, that's how good it was. I need to reread it myself. This is not one of them books you can just breeze through too. It's a small book, but it's gonna take you a minute because every step of the ways I'm not gonna say he's slapping you in the face, but he taking that wind up out your lungs, honey, and giving it back to you. This first note where he just hits you like, don't think this is what you come into this book to read. This is not that. That's what I got from this sentence. But I'll just let you know, he hit you in the face on page 3. And it goes a little something like this. Balance is not about learning to effectively give pieces of yourself to important things. It's about knowing and becoming all of yourself, and then giving your whole abundant self to everything and everyone your life is assigned to. The whole thing? That means I can't come in and giving people pieces. And he also talked about afraid of alone. You know how you just got a relationship and it's like, I'm single, F and F, let's stay there for just a little bit, just a little bit, He basically narrowed afraid of being alone into this one sentence for me. He says, I can shrug off or explain away criticism and the rejection of others, but where can I go if the real me rejects the me I've grown comfortable being? Woo, I'm gonna cry, cause oh my God, I feel like I'm not gonna speak to no one else. I feel like that's see, he hit you. He hit you. Because it was a season where I was like, I'm going to match energy. I'm going to, this person don't like me. Okay, fuck. You get what I'm saying? And I didn't like that person. I felt like I was just going crazy. And it's like, okay. And I sat down and I asked myself those questions again. Who is it that you want to be? And why are you so afraid of being that person? And I feel like that question, every time I read it, where can you go But where can I go if the real me rejects the me I've grown comfortable being? And she did. I rejected all that negativity out of my life. All of it. All of it. I walk around in the skin I'm in, and for the first time in my life, I'm loving this person. You know, I'm nurturing this person. You know, I'm cut off. We got to come back. We got to come back. Give me a second. Yeah. Your girl is still in the processes of unlearning and relearning her environment, and most importantly, her damn self. Oh, okay. So, if you are feeling any of these things, or if you're in the season of any of these emotions or situations, get this book, period. The first tattletale of imbalance is stagnation. Are you feeling stagnant? Like, I felt stuck for a long time. It was a point where I wanted to look like I had it together and didn't have a clue what it is I wanted to look like that I had together. How you want to look like you had it together? You don't even know what. If you're feeling stagnant, go ahead and grab the book. The negative, destructive thinking. Negative, destructive thinking. I'm gonna just read what he says. You and I can never be any better in a moment of time than the thoughts we allow to run throughout our heads. A person's life consists of the thoughts they think. When I said that came to light in my life a couple of times, when I did not know who that person was, like I was matching energies. I was nasty, and it's like, whoa, I had to take a step back, like, whoa, do you want to be that bitter old woman that's alone by yourself? And he talks about that too, where this bitterness comes from and how it manifests in your life by you over caring and over exerting yourself for people that's not doing the same for you. And I know that sounds like matching energy, but he said that's not the full way to, come back to center me and being that person that you want to be. I would say it is not worth it at all. Let me go to the next one before I go deeper into that one. He said lack of vision. The lack of vision. The image of ourselves that balance reflects back to us communicates who we are. The vision never moves. We do. What often happens in life is that we get distracted by things. Our rhythm gets broken, and we stop doing the things we did that brought us balance in the first place. Have you ever had a time in your life like, wow, I just had a lot of fun. I feel good. I'm happy. I'm smiling. I'm me. And then it's just like, what happened? I feel like everyone has that. There was a point in their life where it's like, I was so happy. What happened? And you can't say it's because of a person. You can't. It has to be something that was in you, that reflected in you, that made you happy. Weariness. And he talks about weariness not as you being tired, but as far as your body telling you, hey, we're missing something. Over this journey of reading this book, and even before this book, I always felt like I'm missing something. What am I missing? It was a time where I did anything and everything to figure it out. I opened up a lot of stores and closed them down. Wasn't really consistent or even knew what I was doing. My obsession of money almost got me feeling as if I needed to keep up with, I'm not gonna say the Joneses per se, but it felt like I needed to keep up with my atmosphere. And it's like, wait, that's not me. That's not me at all. That's not me at all. And I had to sit down with myself and accept that that's not me. Jealous and envy is the last one. I'm just gonna read this and leave it at jealous and envy. He said, you're too excited about what balance is doing in you to be shaken by what is going on in someone else's life. An event in a person's life is a good thing. It becomes a reflection of the light you are standing in yourself and producing even more light and therefore more joy. Jealous and envy can Oh, jealousy and envy can exist in dark places where insecurity caused by nights run wild because of the absence of the truth that being balanced makes plain. Those are the signs that you need to just go ahead and get this book. These are the 5 things that usually either deter you from balance or enhances your thought process when it comes to balance, and not only just balance yourself as the whole self as a person. The first one is the voice of the night. The voice of the night is our greatest weapon against us. What is it that you say at night when you go to sleep to yourself? What is it that you say in the morning when you look in the mirror? Hope you look in the mirror at yourself. What is it that you say when you're by yourself? That's the biggest weapon against you. Change those and watch your life gradually change with it. The collective thoughts of others. I feel like this is the forefront of everything because of social media. It was a time in life where I was obsessed with, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? How did this make you feel? And it's like, their answer is irrelevant. Sorry, but not sorry. It was really relevant because at the end of the day, I had to sit with that decision. I had to sit with those choices. I had to sit with those comments that I made. I had to sit with those opinions that I had. And if they weren't sitting right with me, it's time to go. You had 23 years. This 24th year, I'm taking Tierra back. And I just want to say, be ready. That's all I got to say with that. The next thing is toxic environments. I'm just gonna read what he said because I don't got nothing else to say but toxic environments. He says, what we are exposed to has a way of rubbing off on us and shaping us in one way or another, often without our permission or participation. Depending on the environment, this can have a positive or a negative effect. Just go ahead and screenshot this and grab the book at Target, Walmart, the bookstore, Amazon. Just go ahead and grab it. Just go ahead and grab it. Those are the 3 things that usually help us to tear us down. That voice at night, toxic environments, and the thought of others. And I feel like the thought of others is so out there and blasted in your face because of social media. When you post something, it's looking at the comments and like, wow, is that true of me? Is that really me? Is that how you see me? And you care. And I had to sit back and think about, why do you care? Why? Yes, you do want the perception of you or the environment around you to be positive and like, well, I hope you do, because I'm just gonna speak for me. That's what I want. But you can't please everyone. And it was a point in my life where I was, taking a knee for this one and cutting off a foot for that one. And it's like, ooh, don't bruise yourself, heal yourself. Oh, he didn't say that, I said that. Put me on the book. Put me on the first screen. Is one more part, and then I'm gonna let y'all go. He said, bring your own air. Never forget that you are a force all by yourself. There's enough power in you, the balanced version of you, to shift nearly any environment for the better. I discovered that the environment within me was greater than the environment around me. You can wrap it up there, put a bow tie on it. And I feel like I'm cheating you because I just said that powerful, little spiel, and that's not even the whole book. My bad. Anyways. I'm gonna leave you with this. I feel like since you're watching this video, it is now your time to grab this book, have that sit down with yourself, sweetie, honey, boo boo. Have that sit down with yourself and figure out what it is you need to do to bring your whole self to every situation, every circumstance. Hopefully, something I said in this book caught something I said about this book caught your eye and your attention, and something that you possibly have been struggling with yourself. He goes through a lot. You're definitely going to have to reread some chapters, or re-listen to him. You can also get the audio version. Go ahead and grab it. Until next time, bye.